Schönen Sonntag, Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, we started to speak German also on the channel. For what reason? Because yesterday, the 26 players that were called up by Thiago Motta and Juventus Football Club, they landed in Nuremberg, close to Herzogenaurach, where the headquarters of Adidas are. For that second part of our training camp, I can't wait, because not only we will continue to work on intensity, but this time also on tactics. The week will end on Friday, 5 p.m. Italian time, to play our first friendly out of 4. First friendly against Nuremberg at 5 p.m. I can't wait, really, to see our boys on the field. We'll speak about that and much more, especially Mercato. Be prepared to say goodbye, unfortunately, to two players that we, Juventini, who were seeing a future with them on the field. Well, future is changing slightly. So put a maximum of like if you didn't, please continue to subscribe. Yes, also on Sonntag, on Sunday, I'm expecting of you to continue to help the channel grow. You're doing a fantastic job, so just continue. Now we start. Yesterday we saw the 26 Juventini coming out of the plane. For the people that are still having some questions, it means that yesterday you didn't watch the videos, because we did 2 videos, one short and one live, to close that epic Saturday with a lot of content. So go back and watch the video of yesterday. But the 26 yesterday, they landed, they arrived there, no training session yesterday. They just enjoy their rooms, having dinner together, team spirit, where today they will continue to work. And there is a lot of enthusiasm in Germany, because I told you, and that's why I opened the channel also, Juventini of the world. There are Juventini everywhere in the world. This time we didn't travel for the tour in USA or in Asia like we did in the past, but we stayed in Europe, in Germany, and I'm super happy. The game of Friday is already totally sold out. A lot of German Juventini, or Italian German, whatever, Juventini that are living in Germany, that will be there to assist and to watch live their guys. And I'm extremely happy about that, because as I told you, we are million of Juventini in the world. Not all the Juventini have the opportunity to travel, because it costs a lot. So having the opportunity to see the new guys, seeing them playing in front of you, it's always extremely nice. So happy for the people that are living in Germany. Guys, if you're following the channel and you can't wait, or you are there, you are at the training camp, you know it, in private message, send me some pictures so that we can show it on the channel. That being said, we start now speaking, unfortunately, about Mercato. And for sometimes it's fun to speak about Mercato, sometimes not. Tuttosport is opening with 2 guys, Soulé in big, and then a bit in the back, Huijsen. 2 different paths with the same destination, because both of them, they will at the end, if it's in a few hours, if it's in a few days, if it's in a few weeks, but before the end of the Mercato, they will leave Juventus Football Club, and this time probably not only on loan, but this time permanently. Is it a pity? Absolutely yes. You know how much I was pushing for these guys together with some other players, but these guys, since the youth academy, since the under 17, under 19, has always been there in my heart, and I was having that imagination of a Juve, a future Juve, with these guys on the field. Soulé on the right side, offensive player, the Dean Huijsen in the middle of that defense. But things are like that. 60 million, that's why. This is the reason. If you're asking yourself, because I see still, even if I do videos, I record, I take my time to explain, why Beppe? Why Soulé? Is he better than? Is Sancho better than him? Is Adeyemi better? Is Todibo better than Huijsen? Why should we sell them? That's the front page. In one sentence, in one word, 60 million are arriving to Juve. And Juventus, in the difficult financial situation that we are, trying to go beyond expectation in that transfer market, to create a team that is able to compete immediately in all the different competitions, well, they need to sell. Sell players that not only they can be sold at high values, but also, and especially, bringing you nearly entirely profit. Why did I tell you 2 different paths? Because one is staying in La Continassa, the Dutch-Spanish youngster. The other youngster, the Argentina one, is going with the team in Germany, is already with the team in Germany. One has been called up, the other no. If we start with Soulé, we know it, big battle between Leicester and Roma. 1 million here, 1 million there, 1 million here, 1 million there. They are increasing at the moment from Roma, the preferred destination from Soulé. It's not reaching yet what Juventus is asking. A minimum of 30 plus bonus, not 30 included bonus. Where Roma, they are trying to stay a bit in the back, saying that's the max that we can offer, 28, not more. And Juventus yesterday, they have sent a huge, big message. Because at the contrary of Dean, they called him up. And they are sending a message to Roma. Oh, guys, if you are not ready to increase the offer to match what we are asking minimum for Matias, he's not going there. He can go to Leicester, that is offering more. He can go to another team that is asking for him. He can eventually also stay at Juve because Thiago Motta is really believing in our young kid. So it's not a problem for us to keep Soulé. We believe in the guy. It's really part of the project. We take him with us in Germany. He's there with a big smile on the picture. So it's not depending on us. If you really want him, show me the money. Show me the money to Roma. That's what they are saying. Oh, will he go? Yes, I believe. I believe that at the end, Roma, that really is pushing for Soulé, they will increase and they will match the minimum of Juve. Not the 40 million, but at least the 30 plus bonus. Then, if they stop, if they really break, well, Soulé, we will see the destiny. At the moment, I tell you it's a 99% that we will sell him. But the destiny is already written. What about Huijsen? Well, on Huijsen, it's a different situation. Probably what he has shown in terms of behavior is not the same as Soulé. Because Soulé, we know it, is choosing Roma if he needs to leave Juve. Not he wants to leave Juve and that's where... Or not because he wants to be a starter and he's pushing to go out. No, he wants to stay at Juve, but he understands that Juventus, like for Barrenechea, for example, they need to cash in. They need to find solution to continue their mercato. While Huijsen, it's not the first time that in terms of behavior, he was pushing to Roma instead of Frosinone, where everything was already agreed from the player to the club, from the club to the club, from the other club to the club. Everything was done with him playing time, being a starter in every single game. He preferred to go to Roma, coming back... Sorry for the microphone. Coming back, Huijsen is still pushing to play with his entourage. You know it, he has no professional agent anymore. He's represented by his family that are pushing for the ambition of the kid. They have no time to waste. They consider that they are ready to play. And that's why you have a lot of offers, a lot of interest from the clubs. Wolfsburg, that yesterday I watched playing, by the way. Stuttgart, our extra team in Bundesliga, on top of the small interest from Bayern Munich, from Leverkusen, but also in Premier League, on top of Paris Saint-Germain. Premier League, there could potentially be a Bournemouth that is really interested in the player. So it's not that the interest is not there. Juventus, they already mentally said goodbye to the kid. Where? That's a big question. A big question for Dean to answer. He will pick and choose what he believes is the best project to continue to grow for himself. So two different paths, but one destination, leaving to cash a lot of money. Why? Because we need them to continue Mercato. I know that a lot of people said, instead of going with all that money to Koopmeiners, go for Calafiori. Calafiori that is going to Arsenal. It's a done deal. Juventus, they have that objective because they know that and Douglas Luiz and Kefren Thuram are great players to reform, to rebuild our midfield, but are not enough. A player like Koopmeiners is essential, not for the 60 million. So it's not that Huijsen plus Soulé the money, 55, 60 million euro, because that's what they are asking in total for both players, plus bonus is going totally to Koopmeiners, but to increase that initial offer of 40, 42, that is a bit low for what Atalanta is requesting of 60. So Koopmeiners, can there be an acceleration? It could be in the next week. Juventus is thinking about him in two different ways of playing, that 4-2-3-1 or that 4-3-1-2. Or 4-3-2-1, sorry. That Juventus has in mind two different ways of playing, where Koopmeiners is crucial, is essential in the game of Thiago Motta. And Corriere dello Sport is reporting exactly the same. La Juve fa cassa. Juventus is cashing in. Juventus Giuntoli wants 60 million euro in total for Soulé and Huijsen to keep going and chasing now Koopmeiners plus Todibo, because that's the other objective. Todibo is saying no to everyone. We already said it here, to all the interesting offers that are arriving, because he wants to join his ex-friend, Kefren Thuram. He wants to join Juventus. He wants to be part of that team. He wants to be the co-defender of Gleison Bremer. Juventus has individuato. They understood that he is the player that they are counting on. Thiago Motta is really believing in him, so that's another player that could be sold extremely fast, and we need it, because when you are seeing that list of defenders, without Bremer, without Danilo, you see that really we are lacking in center-backs, roles that are essential for Thiago Motta. It's not only Soulé and Huijsen, because these ones, honestly, they are easy to sell, but it's all the other ones that also needs to be sold, like Arkadiusz Milik, Kostic, Federico Chiesa, we'll come back on him in a second, Weston McKennie, Chesney, etc., etc. So there are really a lot of players that are on the market that will be a bit more difficult to sell. What about Rugani? Rugani, still some requests from Bologna. He didn't travel with the team, according to some papers. Small injury for Daniele, but also, and especially because he is on the market with Bologna, extremely interested for him. No, it will not be for Calafiori because Calafiori is over. Bologna that is pushing, Rugani that would love to join them. They will play Champions League. They need some reassurance there in centre back where Rugani could stay in Italy, which he really wants. So Daniele, I don't think that we will see him on the field with the Juve colors again. Another one that yesterday was a bit more pissed off because he communicated through Instagram is the Sciglio. Yesterday he said, in the last few hours I heard, speaking about myself, mentioning my name, that I was injured. I'm feeling totally fine. I'm absolutely not injured, especially from Sky Sport. Inform yourself well before speaking. Some people, they were pissed off with the Sciglio. Why are you speaking like that, etc., etc., especially when he said it is only a choice from the club to not call me up. I personally, it's not that I'm a fan of the Sciglio. I totally agree that he should not even be there last season, 2 seasons ago. That's not the problem. The problem is that I see nothing wrong there. He's saying to the world, I am not injured. So if Monza or other clubs are interested in me, don't hesitate. I am not injured. And he's putting the points on the ice. That's it. That's what he's doing. So I see no controversy. Now, if we want to speak about the Sciglio, of course, we all agree that the Sciglio in 24-25 is not part of the Juventus team. We believe in it. We are convinced about it, but that's exactly the same as Juventus Football Club. Another one that should not be part of 24-25 is Federico Chiesa. And you see the differences yesterday. The Sciglio spoke, it's all hate and we don't like because we don't like the player. Why? For Federico, we are still continuing to find some excuses. That big controversy of yesterday, his wedding, by the way, congratulations to him. I hope that he will live happily with his wife for eternity. But if we're speaking about the date, it's a strange date, that 20th of July. Because all the Italian players, they came back. Fagioli, Cambiaso, Gatti. Fagioli even anticipated to be there before all the other ones, but they're there, they're taking part. Could that wedding be organized a bit earlier? Probably. Could it have been postponed? Probably. But you see, even if we're trying to find excuses for a player that we all love and like, if you're really looking into details, there is not the same will as a Fagioli to say, I know that it's a new coach. I know that probably I disappointed some people. I disappointed myself. That Euro didn't bring me again back on the map as the legendary player that I want to be. You know what? Let's postpone. I understand you can't postpone your wedding. I can't postpone my wedding because we don't have the money if everything is organized. But when we are speaking about millionaires, they can find the time to do it. They can do then, legally he's not doing something wrong, because also for the players they have legal extra days of holiday. But it's just a pity to not see him changing or trying to do everything he could to be there with Juventus Football Club, or at least saying, you know what, I join Juve as soon as possible. It's a pity. It is what it is. And Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about another big absent of that German tour. It is Kenan Yildiz. For him, no controversy, because if on Federico Chiesa, well, there are some doubts. On Yildiz, there are only certainties. He will be one of the big keys of Juventus 24-25, said also by Thiago Motta in his press conference. We are just waiting for a signature for extension, an increase in salary, and that number 10 on the shoulders. That's what we are waiting for Yildiz. By the way, for people that were there yesterday in the live, I sang in Turkish. It's quite funny, hilarious for some people, and I said I will clip it, I will put it on Instagram, asking Yildiz to rate my way of singing Turkish. He answered. I will put it here. You will see the answer of Kenan Yildiz here. But he answered. I tell you, he answered. What is missing here? Change of agent, an agent that is pushing for a bit more. That 1 million that was agreed from 300,000 to 1 million. They will probably discuss to find a middle way. I would not be surprised, I tell you, to see Kenan Yildiz popping up in Germany. Not sure yet to work or to start preparing because he's expecting on the 30th of July. But popping up there in the office of Adidas, then you'll tell me, Beppe, Soulé, Chiesa, this, we are missing some players. But it's not a priority. priority Koopmeiners Todibo, and then we will think about the offensive wingers. Ademi is starting to win some potentials there to join Juve. There is Galeno, don't forget. There is Sancho that is losing a bit in that competition to become the new winger or wingers of Juventus Football Club. For what reason? Because we know it. Better now relationship with Ten Hag. Yesterday, Ten Hag, he started him for the first time, 45 minutes in their second friendly. And Sancho, did he play well? Well, it was not bad, but he's really far from condition yesterday. I said it, I was watching him, I saw him a bit chubby, a bit slow, a bit mechanical. You know, everything was a bit, but it's normal. It's totally the beginning of the season, the preparation. So let's see what will happen with Sancho, even if today Sancho is a bit further than he was 2 weeks ago when he was really close to Juve. That was it for me for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will continue to enjoy your Sunday. I will go to the shower because here I'm sweating, it's warm. Grazie, forza, Juve.